Hello, I'm still pushing wrong buttons. Where do I go on? How can I see? Oh, so hello, everyone, and welcome. And for those who are joining for the first time and you've discovered, like, who is this woman with this crazy little bun on top of her head? My name is Mary June Tracy. I am the psychic. I am the psychic medium. Ooh, that sounds so official. I am the psychic medium, spiritual love of life coach, and an astrologer. And the moon has just dipped into Cancer. Whoo! The moon is home. The moon is home. So my moon will be conjuncting, because I have my Cancer moon is at 1 degree, and the moon right now is at 0. So I'll have a conjunction throughout the day with this moon. And what is that? What does that mean? That means that my natal moon and the transiting moon are going to meet up and going to go for a cup of coffee or a drink. We'll see how the day unfolds. It's only what? It's only 9:25 here where I am in the morning. So it's not drinking time yet. It's coffee time, baby. Coffee and water time. That's what it is. But it is this, the moon will be what we call void of course. So when the moon is void of course, that means it is not making any aspects to any other planet. So it's just sort of floating in, coming in, doing its own thing. And it is in the dark phases. We're in the dark phases, the balsamic phase of the moon. So we are in, this weekend is the darkest phases of the moon. So we are in this dark void of energy, and having this dark void of energy. And this dark void of energy is very much having us to come in to do some, just take some time. And I got like taking time to journal, to take some time to look at the waves that are in your life and what kind of waves are happening in your life, because we're in water and not everybody is good with water. Just an FYI, because there's a lot of, if you got a lot of fire in your sign, or if you got sometimes a lot of earth, too much earth or even air and not a lot of water, it brings up so much. It just brings up so much emotions that you might have been kind of sitting around on and not doing anything with. It's not doing anything, not dealing with them. It's just like, I don't want to deal with that. And what this beautiful Cancer energy does, it's getting you, because it's cardinal, it's getting you to awaken with it. It's getting you to say, hey, time to wake up, time to be aware of what's going on. Let's look at these waves that are coming in. Are they gentle waves that are happening in your life? Or are they crazy tsunami waves that are happening in your life? And what are the effects? And has this tsunami hit your life? Are you in the aftermath of the tsunami? Or are you into this, very gentle lapping waves coming upon your shore and coming into your life and just giving you very calming messages, or are you on that wave that, that when, when the guy is out there and he's surfing and this wave comes in and it's just like, so gnarly, and he's up there and he's just surfing it and he's on top of the world. And then he goes into the bowl and he's just like, just touching that wave as he's going through. Is that where you are? So this is a beautiful time to really look at and to begin to communicate, especially as the moon is coming up to lovely Mercury. And Mercury is at about 7 degrees. Yeah, 7 degrees. Woo! In Cancer. So the moon's going to come up and it's going to conjunct, and it wants to get some information. Wants to know things, because Mercury is that, that energy that is, giving you the information. It is the magician. It's the Magician card. So if you think of the Magician, it's like, here you go. You know, what do you want to know about the earth? What do you want to know about the air? What do you want to know about the fire? What do you want to know about the water? What is it that you want to choose? So in comes the Magician. So the Magician is wanting you to look at things. And Mercury's like, yeah. But he's making aspects over to lovely Mars. And Mars is at home in Aries. And Mars is fired up and he wants to get things done and he wants to move forward. So here comes Mars. Rawr! And he's talking to Mercury, and him and Mercury are buddies. They're kind of like brothers, right? So they got a love-hate relationships. So right now they're squaring off. It's like, you're not giving me the information. And Mars is like, I am so, just keep going. And Mercury's like, I don't want to keep going. I'm in water. I can't hear you. What do you mean you can't hear me? And it's like someone asking you a question, and they're in the very bottom basement. They're in your basement, okay? So if you have a basement. So in the very far part of the basement, and they're yelling at you, and you're in the other part of the house, and you're like hearing this muffling, somebody calling me. What's going on here? I got shit to do up here. Why are they bothering me? That's Mars and Mercury right now. What the fuck are you trying to tell me? Why don't you just come upstairs? I don't want to come upstairs. And here comes the moon. This moon comes in, and it's like, well, what's going on? What is it? I don't know what to tell you. I don't want to hear. So the moon was saying, it's like, hey, man, this is my house. Just chill. Come on. This is my home. You know, it's like, come on, homie. You're just a little bit of radical today. Just like, take a chill. Come on. Let's have a cup of tea. Let's talk about this. And so Mercury's like, yeah, whoa, that Mars is really getting to me. And so you're getting all pent up and you're all frustrated. And you're just like, rawr. So we need, this is where we need to come into where let's dance around the house. Let's just come on in. Come here, Mercury. It's going to be okay. You've gone through a hard time. You've gone through a little bit of roughness right lately. We know you've been retrograde. You're in water right now. And it's like, you've gone through all these retrogrades as everybody else is, going retrograde, and you went forward and then they're still retrograde. It's like, why can't everybody just keep up with me? Why is everything all messed up right now? And that's where Mercury is. And the moon's coming in and it's saying, you know what? Let's do some recapping. Let's just take some time and do some recapping right now. And Mercury's like, okay, yeah, but that Mars is just real pissing me off. It's okay. Let's come in. Come in to this beautiful void with me. Come into this darkness. Let me show you the stars at night in the darkness of the cloud, in the darkness of the sky. Come on in, and I want to show you some real wondrous things that are happening in and around. You may not see them right now, but they are. They're unfolding before your very eyes. Yet, we're all pent up with all of this Mars energy coming in. And it's like, yeah, it's okay. But let's look at our last 28, 29 day journey. It's been a journey. Have you sat and reflected? Have you sat and looked at it's amazing what can happen within a day, within a week, within a month. This is us taking this time. What has gone on since the last new moon, which was in Cancer, which was at this degree today? Taking that time and understanding not everything we saw, but some of it might be coming out. This is where we need to start looking at and taking some time where we might have found our wings might have been feeling clipped at that time. So we might not have been feeling Oh yeah, it's been kind of hard, not I couldn't see everything clearly, and it was extra dark. I couldn't even get the stars to light up because there was an eclipse. And oh, okay, I can see things a little bit more clearly now than I could then. So this is taking this time as this moon, as she is in this darkness of her home, taking comfort with the stars and the vastness of space, allowing just to feel and look at that vastness is within inside of you. That which is that reflection of space is that reflection of you and the enlightenment that is in you. So this is very much a weekend of not pushing. Don't go out there and start pushing pushing things. This isn't a pushing weekend. This is a weekend of reflection. This is a weekend to go within. This is a weekend to allow and taking comfort. That's what this weekend is. This weekend is saying, okay, you know what? Let's go for a hike. Let's go, go by the river. Let's just allow ourselves to find some beautiful vastness with all of this. And with Mercury, to tell her to be careful of the delusions that are coming forth. Oh, delusions. Yes, there's delusions of what is happening, and some of it might not be real. So information that we're receiving and seeing, and it's just like, whoa, hang on here. Not everything is as it seems to be. So we take a time, and there is confusion with that Mercury and that Mars because it's muffled. We can't really hear everything. So this is a time to say, okay, I need to either calm down. I need to really take that time to witness. So I'm going to wipe off because I'm getting really dusty and I don't know what's going on. There we go. So this is... I knew there was stuff flying around. I just didn't know what it was. Okay, this is it's so distracting. Here, I'm going to go like this. Maybe this will help, and then they won't fly around anymore. Maybe it's just dust. This is really a time to... Stop doing it. They're just... Stop, guys. This is really a time of creating some... energy for ourselves so that we can come through. And the thing is that Mars is trying to tell us stories of war and distress around the world. And what are the wars within you? What are those wars that are happening within you? What is that energy that's going on? And the sun shines over to Neptune. So the sun right now is also making, a trine over to Neptune, which is quite nice. As she is coming up to the opposition with Saturn. And Saturn and Neptune, Saturn is Neptune's dad. Remember that, because remember, he's Kronos. So we got to look at, this is Kronos. The sun is highlighting and starting to highlight that energy of Kronos, trining over to lovely little Mr. Neptune over there. And you're trying to figure things out, and there's a lot of delusions. Anyways, a lot of these illusions are coming up. And with that energy is that as to wishes to see the world, but the glasses are rosy. So we got kind of like rose-colored glasses are. Where is the undergrounding energy coming from? Well, you're in water, and you're a Leo, and you don't have a lot of water in your chart. So you got to think of all of that energy that's coming in. So, and bringing that energy. So I'm just going to show, this is Candace's question, and she wants to know, is the where the ungrounding energy is coming from. So we're in water. We're in water energy. We're in this huge Cancer energy where the sun is only at 26 degrees today. We have the moon there, and we have Mercury, right? and they send me out of my head. Yeah, they will. And because it is ungrounding. It is, people can be feeling all over the place. That's why it's really important to go in and not to push, right? It's like this morning when I went to, I got my coffee and stuff, but that I could tell the guy was sort of off who was taking my order, and he wouldn't open. And it's like the usually they leave the little window open and stuff. Like, no, he wasn't going to open the window. He wasn't rude or anything, but I could tell his energy was sort of off, which isn't, the thing is that I'm doing my own thing. That's not, he's in his world. He's just doing what he's doing. Right. So this is where it's like, you're going to find people like that and feeling, and where you're feeling mistrust and confusion. There's a lot of that energy coming in. And here comes Saturn looking at everything. And Uranus is kind of sitting there. Oopsie. Don't want the computer to die on me. Better plug it in. Haven't heard too much about Uranus. He's doing his stuff over there, causing a little bit of havoc. But Saturn is the one who's really ruling the roost right now. He's the one who's directing, even though he's retrograde, but he's at home too. So he's got a lot of power being in Capricorn. He is saying this is where, even in the darkness, he has no time for bullshit. This is around to get answers and to rebuild what was lost. What do you want to rebuild? And that's where Saturn's coming in. Get out of the delusions, get out of the craziness, and come back in and start making things happen. Start getting things together. That's where this energy is coming in. And for many, it's like feeling, I'm going to pull you guys closer. Feeling ungrounded, feeling exhausted. This can be very exhausting. I mean, we just went through that moon in Gemini. That's exhausting. For me, it's exhausting energy. And I was talking to my son this morning, who's a Libra, who doesn't have a lot of Gemini in him, but he has the Aquarius, but has a Taurus moon. It's just like, Mom, I can't move. I'm so tired. Yeah, you got a Taurus moon. Getting to move, getting to go through this and the heaviness, and being a Libra, it's like, so that's a lot of energy to be going through, right? Or my grandson couldn't sleep last night. He's been like the last couple of days, buzzing. He has a Gemini moon. So in learning, that's why I really like you guys learn your charts, know what your chart is, and then even looking into, and I've started to look into some Ayurvedic, because I was listening to the Leo King, and he was talking about your doshas, and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, man, I got to get back into my doshas and where my doshas are and what's low and what's high and what's going on, so I can really formulate what's happening. And with the Mayan, that Mayan app, man, oh, it's so cool. Where it's showing right now, coming up to wait a minute. So today for this, it's the energy of this is the blue resonant monkey. I channel in order to play, inspiring illusions. I seal the process of magic with a resonant tone of attunement. I am guided by the power of abundance. I'm a galactic active portal. Enter me. So there's this beautiful energy that we can utilize today by playing, by being inspired with the play, by getting out there and playing and becoming into the awareness and feeling feeling that heat. This is transformational energy. This is magic energy. It's working with a lot of the water. Water is very magical, and bringing in the transformation. And this is where we want to start playing into this magical illusion. So that with Neptune there, you can utilize this energy to start to say, hey, let me start to play with this. What can I manipulate? What can I change? What do I want? Let me get into a little bit of this dreaminess, but let me work with it. It's like time jumping. So if anybody does any time jumping out there where you can jump into the future and start to look at what you want in the future, where you are in the future, and how you can bring that back to change it so maybe it can happen faster, because this new moon is a fast moon. It is a fast activating moon. This moon is very much about growth. This moon is about power. This moon is about bringing in harmony and expansion. So this is almost where it's like you're coming down through the rushing waters and you're coming into this openness, and then there's these streams that are going off. Where do you want to go? What is that stream that you want to take in? So when you look into the directions, so we go into the west, we want to go into the energies of transformation. So if you're facing west, okay, let's go into the transformation of west. If we're going into that of the south, then we are wanting to go into growth. Okay, so if you're wanting to go into growth, into enlightenment, completion, balance, so this is coming into the energy of growth. So then we can go into the north. If you want to go into the north, for clarity, for truth. So this is about loyalty. This is about coming into the guardian, the companion. So where do you want to start? What areas do you want to start working with? And then we have the east, which is the dragon. It is the red resonant dragon, and it's the intuition, it's the beginning, it's the passion, it's the flow. So this is a time of taking time and say, okay, when I go into the medicine wheel, what direction do I want to face? Where is it that I want to start to work on? Is it the north? Is it the south? Is it the east? Or is it the west? If, as I said, the west is coming in. Do I want to work on my vision, my magic, my healing? Okay, then I'm going to face west. I'm going to bring that energy in from west. Okay? And this is where it's great cheering element for those you love. So this is about family. This is about connection. This is the west. All right? Now, if you want to go to the north, which is coming into truth, clarity, you're wanting to get into timelessness, order, and spirit, the ancestors, that is the north. So the north is about a commitment to your relationship, to others, to dive deeper into that relationship, to dive deeper into that feeling and the connectedness that it brings. That's the north. So this is part of the energies that you can start working with. And then if you want to go into the east, remember it was the dragon. So this is about a spark of new ideas, communities. This is about bringing in, being in my essence and nurturing everything. Is that where I want to go? So this is time for you to start looking at, what do I want to start to work on? Where do I want to start to go? Because if you want to take the one cycle from this new moon to the next new moon. All right. This is where it's okay. Let's start working. Let's start in the west. All right. So the west is bringing that energy in. And what is that energy of the west? Okay. So we have the energy of the west, which is water. So we want to bring in that power of flow, the balance, and allowing for that energies to come forth and bringing in that elegance. So this would be a really beautiful day if you want to start bringing in, comprehending the universal aesthetics of limitless beauty. You find clever and helpful ways to share the abundance of artful life. Life is art, and you show that with your truth. So this could be a day of bringing in some art. If you want to do it literally, let's look into it. Let's start painting. The last few days I've been, God, I got it. My office is getting dirty again. It's got too much shit in it. I got to get that Virgo moon again, where I want to go into the water. So I haven't finished her, but started to doodle my Buddha and my butterfly of transformation. Got to add some color to it. So this is where, because I leave my art for a little bit and then I get back to it. So this is looking at, with my, just sketching out, just doing this, right? So getting into that energy and then writing down to my sacred divine. And it was during the balsamic moon in Gemini. So, oopsie. So I drew my little moon, my balsamic moon in Gemini. So this is like maybe getting into that artfulness, getting into that flow, allowing for you to come into that resonance and showing your truth. All life is art. Okay. So this is for us to start to come in and start to work with our medicine wheel. That's what I would really advise you guys to start doing. Look into your medicine wheel. Bring in the crystals. So remember, I mentioned the crystals for you. So mine are over here. So bring in some rhodonite and some morganite. So start working with these energies because they're the heart energy. So we want it to flow and bring this in. And I have crystals that I'm going to post up for the Leo energy. For the new. I got to put these down so you're starting to jump. So for energy, so Tiger's Eye would be a beautiful one to start working with if you want to start bringing in some grounding, some openness and manifestation. So get some Tiger's Eye. Let me see, what other crystals can you start working with? Pyrite would be a beautiful one because it's fool's gold. So bringing in your power. If you want to start bringing in, especially with this moon, I mean, this is for the Leo moon, but carnelian, pyrite, carnelian, citrine, yellow jasper is a really nice one. And Tiger's Eye. The one that I don't have is yellow jasper. So the yellow jasper is I Am Ready. So that one I think would be, when I'm looking at it, would be an absolute beautiful one for you guys to look into. So yellow jasper is embodying the element of fire. This stone gives us the energy of forward motion. It not only motivates us to act, but brings excitement to what we are doing. It is both encouraging and nurturing to our energy, making it perfect stone to have near you when starting a new project. So this stone, if in doing your releasing, right, you're releasing and doing that releasing, this would be a fabulous one to do it. I don't like this energy. Feels like it can pull you in easy. Of course, it's water. She's like, I don't want it. I've been actually, it's funny because I've been working with a lot of fire energy with people, and their fire energy. It's just like, I just hate this energy. This is like, oh, this is just too much. It's like Gemini's going through emotions, but it's fire energy, and they're just like, oh, it's just a lot to go. So let's bring in, if you got yellow jasper, bring in some yellow jasper. Okay, I'm prepared. I'm ready to transform. Let me sit into that energy of the West, of bringing that balance in, right? That's east. Hold on. So bringing in that transformation energy. So I want to transform because I want to step into something new. I'm ready. Okay. So going into the west. So wherever the sun rises is east. Wherever the sun sets is west. Okay. So when we look to the east, that on our left is the north. That on our right is the south. Okay. And then you can turn. And then you got east and west, if that helps you. So wherever your sun is rising, wherever your sun rises, you face it, and what's behind you is the west. So for today, work with the energies of the west. This is the mind as a womb of creation, deep logic of dreaming self, thoughtful, organized, inspiration. This is about self-reflection and introspection, right? East is on the right side of my patio, and left is on the left of my patio is west. There you go. So you face the east. Now turn around, do a 180, and let's face west. Or go out by the river. Everybody wants to know where it is, Candace. So facing that. And this is where you call in your higher self. God seal, guide seal is the higher self. And this is about the blue resonant night. So this is coming into that resonant, coming into the darkness. And it's going to provide alignment and additional perspective. So we're coming into that. And as we go into the next day, we can go and we can face the east. But this is for us to reconnect. This is for us to connect. This is for us to start to work with the energies and bring forth the oneness that we need. Okay? I will post those up on my wall. And they are, and I'm just letting you know, FYI, these are the ones for, okay, hang on, I won't post it from here. Close. I will go and, oopsie, post from there. Okay, I'll post them up. But those ones are ones for the Leo energy. But the yellow jasper, I think, would be great for now. And bring in the heart one. Bring in some morganite. Like the morganite's beautiful crystal, and it's really wonderful to work with. So bring in that morganite and work with the morganite. So I love these guys. These guys are always on my table right now. So and having them, and same with the rhodonite. So, and rhodonite's, it's a really beautiful stone too. They look like Danbury. Yeah, it does. That's the rough. Where did you go? There's polished, when you can get polished. What? And they both work with the heart chakra. So it's soft. It's pretty. It's this is what engagement rings are now being, a lot of engagement rings are being made out of is morganite. So have a real pretty ring there. Ooh, baby. Yeah. So sending you guys off. I do like that. The softer energies. Yeah. And well, that's what you need to do, because that's bringing into the heart. That's going to help to bring in the grounding, and then open up here, which is going to help you to open things up and help to ground. So, just tell Jerry, Mama said that you need the visa. So today, just for today, I want you guys just to take some time, take a moment, face the east and face the west, and draw in that energy of the west, draw in that energy of intuition and transformation and love. So allow yourself to go into this beautiful flow today. All right. Lost my chances when Venus came flying through. And bring this energy in. Okay. And I closed off. So for the ordering of, oh my God, I got to stop this. Ordering the new moon readings, I closed it off. So midnight was the last to order your reading for the new moon. So just an FYI. And if you are wanting to come into my herbal essential oil magic virtual workshop, it's live. It's on July 26th. It's a Sunday at 1 p.m. Mountain Time. It's $75. We'll go through some different, they said recipes on using herbs. I'm working with magical herbs. And also, essential oils. I'm working with some essential oils. So we'll be doing that. So I'm going to send you guys off with so much love of life. We have, I'm at Blessed Circle doing tea leaf readings today. So if you're in the Calgary area, come down to Blessed Circle, and sending you guys all off with some big love, some beautiful big love. I love that. And yeah, so blessings, everybody. May the Lord and the Lady watch over and bless you in all that you say, in all that you be, in all that you do. Blessed be, and allow your light to shine, and don't let anybody take your light away. Blessings, everyone.